All right, what's the number again?
347-898-8914.
Okay. All right. We gonna be all right. Be all right.
You go with this paper right here.
Be all right. Yeah, it should be good.
Oh, we don't have. We're gonna be live on IG though.
Oh yeah, we're.
That shit right here. Let me see. Oh, I fucked up. It wants to stop.
Careful.
See if it works over there.
Sure. Okay. Okay. Go over here. Okay. Okay. Barry Jones, ready?
Yeah. Oh. Yo. 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 Vince Lucci in the motherfucking
Yo.
Yeah, know what time it is, man.
What it do, Scooby?
Mother's Day special.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to all the mom dukes out there. All the moms that single and doing it.
Happy Mother's Day.
You know what I'm saying? All the women that played motherly roles in people's lives.
Happy Mother's Day.
All the, like, I don't know if you want to call them stepmothers. I guess that's the right word, even though, you know, a lot of them, you know, still get that real mother love. You know what I'm saying?
Happy Mother's Day.
And all the dads that play both roles. You feel what I'm saying?
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody. And Acid in the motherfucking building.
You're...
What's good, baby?
What it do, Scooby?
Chilling, baby. What's good? Shout out to...
It's good, you already know.
He couldn't make it. He'll be back next week.
Mm-hmm.
You already know. And me.
Joe.
Dos veces.
We born a job.
Jonesy 2 times.
Jonesy 2 times.
You gotta translate it.
You know, like...
You gotta let the people know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm bilingual a little bit. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little...
They don't know.
They should, though.
They should.
They should. Yo, you already called up. Let me put it on the IG real quick. Let's go. Call us up. You know what I'm saying? Let us know how you feel about, you know, a good mother story. If you have a good mother story.
Yeah.
Like something about your moms or shout out to your moms, man. Call us up. Put that shout out in. You already know.
Good or bad. You know? Like if you got a funny mom, you got a funny story about your mom beating your ass or some shit like that, I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
My mom really didn't beat my ass that much.
Oh, my mom beat the shit out of me.
Nah, man.
That kid.
If my mom's hit me, it's because I was really violent. You know what I'm saying? I was really violent. And it wasn't ever that serious. But I was definitely a pain in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Growing up.
Mm-hmm.
All hyper and shit.
Word. You were hyper, bro.
Yeah, I'm still hyper, bro.
Yeah.
I'm still like off the wall. Like not even Bud could stop that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just naturally wired and shit like that. So that's just how it is for me. But man, how's work going, man?
Work's good. I ended up seeing the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie yesterday.
Oh, fire!
I can't recommend it anymore. Like seriously, like really, really good fucking movie.
Oh, that's fire!
Really good movie.
Yeah, you can't have no spoilers, but
I'm not spoiling shit. I'm just saying, really good movie. I could, I recommend it. Go see that shit.
Yeah, that's fire. Yeah, I need to go to the movies, man. I can't even remember the last time I even went to the movies or even the last movie I saw in the movies. I don't even know what that is, bro.
Yeah, I mean, movies since COVID have, like movie theaters have been really taking a hit hard.
Yeah.
But
I seen a Broadway play.
That's crazy.
Word up. Shout out to my boo. We went to Phantom of the Opera, like a real Broadway play.
That's
first
crazy.
time ever in my life. Like I had the little playbill shit and all of that. I was like, oh, gangster.
It's like one of the longest running plays in history.
Facts. Well, it's about to end. That's why we saw it.
That's cool.
Yep. But let's get right into it, bro. Damn. We're gonna start off with the Nicks and Dimes.
Nicks and Dimes.
You know how we do that Nick talk. Today's Nicks and Dimes is brought to you by the Best Stamp app, which is helping thousands of people win at sports betting for free.
The same way travelers use Google Flights or Expedia to find the best prices, bettors can now use BetStamp to do the same. When you place a bet, the odds given by a sportsbook will determine how much you could possibly win. Even when betting on the same outcome, different sportsbooks will offer varying payouts, and these differences can be huge.
Thankfully, BetStamp allows you to easily line shop for the most profitable odds across all sportsbooks. You can click on any matchup, instantly see all the different odds for game lines, player props, and even futures bets. Line shopping is the simplest way to find an edge in sports betting and maximize your chances in winning long term. On average, BetStamp users win an extra $1,000 yearly just by line shopping.
You can find the Betstamp app on Apple iOS Store, Google Play Store, or through your browser at www.betstamp.app. That's www.betstamp.app. To access all these benefits, sign up using promo code JonesHour. Not the Jones Hour, but Jones Hour.
Jones Hour.
And start your journey to successful sports betting today. If you forget to use the code upon sign up, you can always enter your code in your Betstamp account settings afterwards. You need to check it out.
Check it out. Betstamp. Get that app. Use the Jones Hour promo code.
Yes,
you
sir.
already know. Now, let's get into this Knicks, man, because
Actually, you know what?
Happy Mother's Day. You already.
Moment of silence for the Knicks, bro.
Mm-hmm. Moment of silence. Amen.
Yeah,
We had him. We had him for a second. You feel what I'm saying? When it came down to it, the game was competitive. We started out with a big lead, 31-17 first quarter. I was like, oh, it's a wrap. Everybody was hitting.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Everything was clicking. You know, we started to run through. The minute we gave Brunson a break and he sat out, it was a different story. They was able to come back. They was able to go on a 7-0 run real quick on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Right immediately when he sat out, and was able to basically come back like with that within 2 points. You know what I'm saying? Just after the start of the second quarter, when you go by it in terms of the time of the game within that scoring range, and now they're up like 37-36 real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, yo, like what happened? We was up 31-17 and now it's 37-36, they're up.
Yeah.
You know? They basically go on a 20-5 run and we're calling timeout, you know? Brunson comes back in the game, you know, it's competitive, it's kind of back and forth. We do get close, take small leads, but never really put, you know, our foot on their necks to stomp them out, to end it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they are the main Miami Heat. They are a good team. They have all of these players.
With them, you have to. They won't just they won't go away. They got too many shooters. You know, they got there's too many possibilities for that team. You know, so it's a team that you have to put your foot on their neck. You have to. And if you don't, then you're just giving the game up right there. You know, you got to keep the intensity up 24/7 with them.
Facts.
Whole game.
Yeah, and they capitalize on mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to play like smart basketball. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of bad turnovers throughout the game. Also, it seemed like when it came down to it, our bench wasn't really holding up. You know what I'm saying? Once we was able to try to, you know, take the starters out, and then the starters like Randall, he disappeared again in the playoffs. I mean, he's a 25-10 player, all NBA third team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's the top notch. He's the top 5 power forward, basically. That's what they're saying. He's top 5 power forward, or top 5 forward in the league on the league in terms of players, on the All NBA. You know, he's number 5, around there, 6. So he's supposed to come through in the playoffs. He's supposed to step up and be the leader and at least continue to give that 25-10 that you averaged. You know what I'm saying? You dropped 43 on Miami in the regular season.
Yeah.
You was nowhere near that in the playoffs.
All right. I can say that. I'm going to say this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to use our terminologies correctly here. All right. I would gladly say that both Julius Randle being a 2-time All-Star with us, all right, and the fact that we got to the second round of the playoffs and won 2 games in the second round was a great surprise.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm a great, like, I'm surprised and happy that it fucking happened. You know, I will not say that we do not belong there. Like, I will not say that like we overachieved. I don't like the terminology overachieved. Right. You know, because that means that we were less than. No, we're more than that. we can be more than that.
Yeah, no,
all right, and
and
everything was clicking and working fucking right. You
yeah,
know?
no, and I feel you, but here was the thing, bro. It was like it was all right for us to have gotten to losing 6 games in the second round if we was playing the Bucks.
Yeah.
If we was playing the Bucks, that's what was expected of us. That's what they were saying. Oh, like the Knicks is probably gonna smack up Cleveland, but you know they're gonna run into the Bucks in the second round, and that's probably where their season is gonna end.
Yeah.
That was the narrative going into the playoffs and everything around that. You feel what I'm saying?
You're right.
And then Miami won. Miami's the 8th seed. Let's be real. They was in the play-in. They lost the 7-8 game.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
They lost that 7-8 game and came back and had to win the 8th game.
You know, I'm just trying to be an optimist about the whole situation.
No, and I'm trying to be
You
a
know?
realist.
And
I'm trying to be
I
a
feel you.
realist
I
in
feel you.
terms of like where we should have finished at. We should have won in 7. Like Jonas Stradamus had spoken, motherfuckers.
Mhm.
Like, why y'all not listening? Where y'all was at? Y'all was supposed to understand, like, yo, this is the objective.
Yep. Okay, so with that being said, where do
Go
you
ahead.
see us going from here?
In terms of next season.
In terms of what we do with our team, like what the possibilities
Well, I
are.
mean, here, like,
what do you want to see done this offseason?
like here's what I'm gonna. Well, obviously, moves have to be made.
Mhm.
Moves have to be made. I'm, still up in the air about letting go of Thibodeau, but I think it's his time. I think he's really did good for these young boys. He got them to understand that defense is strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, look at what Quentin Grimes did. Look, Jimmy Butler was 20 a game for our series, basically. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really kill us like that in terms of scoring wise. Like, Quentin Grimes did a good job on him. Picked his pocket clean and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, and what's Quentin Grimes? He's a 1 or 2 year player, if that. You know? You're talking about Jimmy Butler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I think it's Thibodeau that got players like him to believe that type of mentality and play that way and get that type of result after. You know what I'm saying? But still, his lack of adjustments, his rotation, some of the substitutions that he makes, I think it's come to a head now in as we see it moving forward, and now I think he has to go probably. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna change the coach and keep the front office. I think the front office has been pretty decent in terms of who they was able to get on and whatnot, who they was able to pick up and put this team together as it is right now. So you got to give them some props for that, because you have no true number one, and you got this far, and so you got to give them some sort of props for that. But I think the coach got to go, and maybe it's time for Randall to be packaged in a trade too. I mean, we've already seen this when you was the man, and you didn't do it. Everybody gave you that, like, well, he did everything all season. You know what I'm saying? You want him to come and try to do it in the playoffs too. Playoff basketball is a different thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a different atmosphere. You're not going to be able to do all those things that you would normally do in the regular season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have a point.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I agree with you with the second part. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't agree with you with Tibbs. The one thing that the Heat had. All right.
Yeah.
The Heat
Spoelstra
have that
coaching.
Spoelstra in general has. All right, and the Heat organization have is continuity. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
They play the same system. They, yes, they do. Like they do change it up depending on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that coach has been there, the trust is there. The coach is willing to do things, a little outside of the box. You know what I mean? Like his relationship
Mm-hmm.
with Pat Riley goes above and beyond, and that system in general is able to do that because Spoelstra's been there for how long?
Mm-hmm.
For a really long time now. He might, outside of Pop, he might be the second longest running coach on the same squad currently.
Yeah.
So I mean, I look at it like, I wouldn't get rid of him. I think that we're in a situation like our style right now kind of blends to what he the type of style that he coaches. The players that we got like kind of give into that. You know what I mean? Like, but you are right. There needs to be some conversation in when it comes down to his lack of adjustments in the playoffs. Like that needs to fucking change. Like that can't fucking happen again. But outside of Tibbs, when we were talking about Julius, fucking needs to
he needs to go.
Get it while the iron's hot right now. You're talking about a guy that just came off of an all-star season. Trade him right now. Get rid of him. Put him on the package. You know what I mean? Like serve it up to somebody. Get role players. Get shooters. Get people that can fucking shoot. Like that's what we need. Like obviously that's what we need. You saw how many missed shots we fucking had. Like we need some like golden role players. I would gladly ship them away and get like 3 solid fucking role players. Gives us the opportunity to keep 1 or 2, all right, of those players. All right, gives us leverage when it comes down to people leaving. All right, and then it also gives you someone else that you could possibly trade away, get some, maybe a pick or something for him.
No, we need more than a pick. I mean, he's still what he is. You know what I'm saying? He's still
no, definitely
a 2 to 3 player on another team. A team that already got a player, but is lacking maybe at the power forward position.
Absolutely,
he's not. Where he doesn't have to take the full burden on and shit like that he's kind of been doing over here. Even though Brunson is really, like we didn't even Jalen fuck the Brunson, bro.
Word, shout out to you,
dog. Like welcome to New York, man.
Thank
you here, man. Like,
thank you.
Shout out to you, dog. Like we appreciate you, man.
You safe.
We appreciate you.
You in this whole conversation. You and Hart. You two safe.
Nah. Only Brunson for me. Only Brunson for me.
I don't know. I kind of. You need someone like Hart on your team, bro.
No, I'm not saying I'm not saying I like Josh Hart. I want him to stay on the team. I'm not saying nothing like that. I'm just saying for the series and what it is. It's only that game, yesterday's game. It's only Brunson.
Now, I understand.
Not yesterday, the day before, Friday night.
But so many of our other games in this playoffs, like in these playoffs, Josh Hart had a lot to do with a couple of those fucking wins. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, yeah, you're right about that. Nah, he did his thing in the playoffs. But this thing did.
He was one of the best, and people were saying that we were the best pickup of the season for Josh Hart. And that might actually be true. Like he did his fucking thing.
No, we got a good core of players, but it's basically the Knicks have to answer the question of the people, aside obviously from Jalen Brunson, the people that you're going to want to trade is basically to try to increase get better at the position that you're giving up. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you do trade Julius Randle, unless you're thinking about going full-time with Obi Toppin or something like that, you trade Julius Randle with the intention of with a couple of draft picks and try to get a better power forward than him. You know what I'm saying? One of the top guys to bring in. Maybe Karl Anthony Towns. He's been somebody that's been talked around being in trade things. I mean, I don't know if he's necessarily the answer. I mean, shout out to him because he's Dominican. But I can't sit there and be like, oh, yeah, that's the guy we need to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not it for me. I don't know. I don't believe in him. I really don't. I know he got a little jumper and shit like that. And I'm not saying he's trash because I know he's not really trash. But I don't know if that's the answer. That's like, he's not the all-star number 1 type player that you're thinking is going to take us to the promised land. That's not him. You know what I'm saying? We've seen that already in Minnesota because years back, he was the one that everybody wanted to build their team around. And Minnesota did that, and they haven't been able to do anything. So It's not them. It's not him.
Yeah, you have a point. That's might be just organizational. Right there.
Yeah, it might be.
You know what I mean?
It might be. You do have a point with that, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, any of the players I would say except for Jalen Brunson is expendable if you're gonna get better in the position, in one of those positions and upgrade somebody else.
Word.
Like you already have like that Hart, Grimes, Brunson kind of trio solidified with Quickly, that four, if you could keep Quickly, because I think Quickly will become a free agent if he's not extended or whatever, picked up on the player option, and he's nice. People are gonna
want Quick.
people are gonna line up like, nah, this kid is solid. I'll take him on my team. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to be able to make that decision also. But that little four right there is really good. I think that's the other three positions is where
that's the squad.
Is where you really need to question where you're gonna upgrade at. Like, is Mitchell Robinson part of the deal? Is Julius Randle part of the deal? Is even RJ Barrett part of the deal? You know what I'm saying? To get better at the position that you're losing. Because I'm giving you a team might see it as like, I'm going to get this young player, RJ Barrett, and I'm going to get these number one picks that the Knicks have.
Yeah,
and I have a small forward that I'm really wanting to get rid of. Maybe. Or power forward.
But if you were getting rid of Mitch, what big would you want to pick up?
If I was getting rid of Mitch,
like say, all right, if you packaged and you can get like, if we gave up Mitch and Julius. Or like
it would have to be like
picks
Embiid.
and like a
like
a top tier center.
Embiid or Giannis. That's it. It's one or two. If you're putting up a deal like that where you're giving up Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle and draft picks,
let's put that in the air.
It's to get either Joel Embiid or Giannis.
Yeah.
For me, I'd prefer
Milwaukee
Giannis.
blow up, bro. Milwaukee
I'd
blow
take
up.
Giannis.
Giannis is pissed. All right, you're gonna trade Giannis to us. All right, for Julius and Mitch. All right, and that would be it.
And two number ones, 2 number 1 draft picks.
I'll take it.
I'll do it. I'll take Giannis for that. We still got like Jericho Sims. You know what I'm saying? We'll have Giannis and Jericho
and Obi
and young Obi at the 3.
Yeah.
RJ to the 2.
Bro.
And Jalen, or even or maybe Grimes. Grimes is nice, man. I mean, I felt bad at the end of the game when he shot that fucking air ball. I wanted to fucking throw the remote at the television.
Yeah.
When he shot that air ball, I was like, game over, man. I just shut the television off.
Queens, baby. We still love you, though.
Oh, my God, dog.
We still love you, Grimes.
Damn, son. He wasn't set. Your feet wasn't set, bro. Your feet wasn't set.
You fucked up, Q.
You had more time.
You fucked up.
In your mind, you probably thought it was like, oh, shit. The game's almost over.
It's like you
still had like 3 seconds.
I'm like, grind time.
But damn, that air ball. I was like, oh my God.
They
tried to give it to us, man. The ref tried to give it to us. At the end in the beginning for fucking up as much as they did, when they called that little flagrant where he caught the elbow, Brunson, where he banged the 2 free throws and we got the ball and we scored and now it's like 1 point game and then they scored and now it's down 3. You know what I'm saying? Like they gave us the opportunity right there.
Yep.
Without that, we don't. It's game over before it.
The door was open. The door
yeah, they gave it to us. They said, we're gonna give y'all next an opportunity to try to fucking make the shot, nigga. That's it. That's all you could say. Make the fucking shot, or you don't, and that's that. And the shot was an air ball, so that's why it kind of hurt me, because it was like, damn. But there was still like even RJ Barrett getting his pocket picked at the end on the baseline. That Jalen Brunson pass too was horrible. Trying to hit Randall cutting. That was Hart's fault because he didn't slide over.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be standing at the top of the key. You got to give him an outlet if he gets stuck. You're supposed to know that. You're not gonna slide over. Just try to give an outlet to the point guard so he can fucking set. Fucking idiot. Supposed to be NBA basketball players.
All right. Can we move on?
We're gonna move on.
All right, let's talk about Celtics Sixers game 7 tonight, or better yet, not even tonight. It would be like 3:30.
Yeah, it's probably about to start already.
Start right now.
Yeah, it's probably already on.
Right,
I'm going for the Celtics.
You going Celtics?
I'm saying Celtics.
Yeah, I mean, dog. The way that their last game went, like it ended up like the numbers on that, like the actual final score. Like, bro, this could go either way. You know, the series is so ugly. Our series was so ugly versus the Heat. You know, like the East is just so ugly, bro. Like like beating the shit out of each other at this point, man.
Mhm.
Like, you know.
Okay, that big fun.
But yeah,
Okay.
in general,
Okay.
like I really do see the Celtics taking this and
Okay.
going all the way to the finals.
I see that as well.
Yeah.
I think Boston's going to wrap it up and playing the Heat. I mean, the Heat is going to give them a problem,
Yeah, I know.
you know, but they're going to be all right.
Yeah.
I think the Celtics,
Yeah,
Jaylen
okay,
Brown
we'll
and
do that.
Tatum get it together and that's it,
Okay.
you know, because the reality is Tatum and Brown is beast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
That
And-
squad in general is beast.
And
Like-
when it comes down to it, they have like
Yeah.
big,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
they top notch, bro.
Yeah.
They all stars like that.
Yeah,
they
that'd
they
be
can
fine. I'll
hold
do
it
it
down.
later.
Lord,
Okay.
let's just stop.
Bye.
Wow. That was
But
horrible.
yeah,
That was horrible.
they in general, both of them beasts. You know, the pieces they got on that squad are just they have the best role players on that squad. Bro.
Uh-huh.
It's I'm so jealous of the Celtics sometimes.
That was horrible.
It's okay.
Yeah, but the Celtics will be all right. And then you got the next series between the Lakers and Nuggets. I think I can't even call the winner on that just yet. I don't know who wins that series. To be 100% honest with you, I don't know who wins that series.
Now we were talking about. I brought this up earlier today, but before the show started, where I said that like the NBA in general would love. They probably would love if it was Celtics and Lakers by the end of this.
Mm.
Like LeBron as a Laker going against the Celtics would be like one of the best narratives possible for the NBA. You know, like that would sell so fucking well. You know, I'll put that in documentaries in the future and shit.
Yeah, nah, it will, and it has the potential to be that Lakers Celtics. You know, to continue this rivalry that they've had over so many years of history of championships on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, it would be fitting. You know, I think the NBA is probably really hoping for that. You know?
Absolutely, man. Probably like
If they could sell. You know, if they could sell that one. You know, those are going to be big numbers, especially with LeBron in it.
Yeah, but I mean the way
Tatum
that
as like the second Kobe.
I mean, but also the way that Jokic ended up like making KD and the Suns and Debo,
Soft.
like
Yo, scrape them up like
discombobulated them. That team.
They wrapped them boys up.
Yo,
That shit was nothing.
Quoted on the bench while getting frustrated because they were down. All right, sits down on the bench, screaming at everyone on the fucking bench. There's only two of them. There's only fucking two of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, quoted. And like that, like facts though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we could do this. There's only two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you could kind of say that with the Lakers as well. You know, like you know, like he has more pieces, bro. You know, like Jokic when his boys are playing, bro.
They have definitely that same continuity that you was talking about earlier that the Knicks lack.
Mm-hmm.
They have that from their history of playing. The Lakers could have that, but one, they made a bunch of moves in the trade deadline. So their team that started the season is not the same team that they are right now.
Yeah.
And then the other part is all the injuries that they've had. You know, from Davis to being out to LeBron being out to everybody, D'Angelo Russell being out. You know what I'm saying? So it was like they didn't get that type of
three of their four best players. All right, three of the four best players on that squad were drafted by the Nuggets.
Right.
You know, everyone outside of Aaron, was drafted by the Nuggets.
And Cantorius Caldwell-Pope
is the other one, but
he was picked up.
But in general though, like that squad that's their squad. Like they're together. Like that's their family. Like you know, like so yeah, you're right. That's continuity, bro. Like that's like high draft picks from the last some odd years. You know, and now it's like blended together. You know, and you like
and they hit.
Yeah, he didn't win MVP this year, but he might win a fucking chip this year, bro.
It's like he said. He's like he's on his Jordan Last Dance shit. He's like, they ain't give me the MVP this year,
Yeah.
and I took that shit personally.
Yeah.
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? Like straight up. And he's like, I'm gonna show y'all what time it is.
Uh-huh.
Wrapping these boys up. It's gonna be, you know, and stuff. That Laker team, man, like, cause LeBron, you know, LeBron is LeBron, and we can't take nothing from him. And the reality is like, he don't want to lose.
Nope.
He don't want to take this L again, another L. You know what I'm saying?
They're
And
gonna
for
give it all
him-
they got, bro.
Yeah, for him, it's like, yo, I need another ring.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might have to remind people why he's LeBron or why he's the king and what he says and all that other shit. If you really ain't that, for me, I used to be a LeBron hater. Now I'm just like a LeBron like I could
Respect her.
yeah, I guess so. You know?
Yeah.
You know,
We don't hate LeBron. We respect the shit out of you.
more like a tolerator. That was the word I was looking for. Like I could tolerate it, like I get it. You know what I'm saying? He's LeBron. What am I supposed to do? I get it. It's fucking LeBron. But in reality, it's like, man,
I produced this show,
Black
LeBron.
Mamba.
We respect the shit out of you.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. You the man, son. So it's like, back to what we saying, like, you LeBron, dog. Like this motherfucker, he not playing no games, dog. He not playing no games.
Yeah.
You
man.
seen how he took it to the rack? He was like, there's an opportunity to put these boys away in Golden State. Every time we need a big basket or something like that, give me the ball. Give me the ball. Golden State would try to make their little runs. Give me the ball. Quick couple of layups, bodies a couple of people, maybe get an N1,
Mm-hmm.
fake it, get a pick, bang a three, lead back up again. You know what I'm saying? How is anybody going to compete with that?
Yep.
Denver don't sleep. I mean, I know what Jokic is and everything like that, but they're going to have also LeBron and AD on you.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic. You know what I'm saying? So if you really win this series, you're the best player in the league right now, hands down. If
No, I agree. I fucking agree.
If Jokic wins this series and they go to the finals, Nikola Jokic, hands down, is the best player in the NBA.
Yo, in general, yeah.
No one worse.
Definitely facts. He's the thing is people don't like his game. They find him boring.
Mhm.
All right. The reason why they find him boring is because the dude just makes it look effortless. That's the one example, right? Like not example. That's the answer right there. Like he makes it look effortless. It's boring because the dude literally just like boop, boop. The dude's fucking making passes just like behind the back, underneath the fucking legs, and you're not going ooh because the dude just making it like look like he doesn't fucking care. It's like like whatever, like it's crazy. It's dangerous, bro.
Happy
Like
Mother's Day, Mrs. Acid.
but yeah, all in all, like I don't know, man. Like if he gets the championship and it's Nugs versus Celtics, like I understand, like we started it off with like that being the narrative. It was Lakers and Celtics, but if it fucking was Nugs and Celtics, Nugs winning that shit.
Nuggets winning it. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. If the Nuggets beat the Lakers, they definitely beating whoever's in the East.
Oh,
Ain't nobody stopping them.
yeah.
This is their finals.
Yeah.
This is their finals. Because if they could get over the LeBron, AD, Laker wave hump and all of that and still be in the finals and stop the NBA for what they really want, they the best.
Word.
They the best.
All right.
Yeah, so that's it for the NBA, man. Let's
Yes,
move
sir.
on. Now we're getting into the New York Baseball Report. You already. New York Baseball Report. New segment. Going over the Mets and Yankees. This is how we're gonna do. No. We're not doing all these. I just wanna.
I got you. I remember.
We just wanna introduce this for next week because that's probably the last nicks and dimes of the season until next year, or maybe the draft. We see what happens with the draft. Maybe we get that Dallas pick. Still, you know what I'm saying? Now, what is it if they go to 11 or 10, right?
Mhm.
If they fall to 10 or 11 or whatever it is, we might get that pick. So hopefully that happens for Dallas. Fuck them. Yeah, but baseball. I'll start with the Yankees, man, because You know, it's crazy that we have a winning record, but we're still like in last place in the division. The AL East is fucking top notch. But I want to break it down by the numbers for some of the people that are out there that might not really be knowing. You know what I'm saying? What it is. But one, Tampa, yeah, they the best. They the top team. You know what I'm saying? But they've played series against 5 of the worst
Squads.
teams in baseball so
Yeah.
far. 5 of them. Like, I don't know who's the worst teams. I don't know if it's like the Reds, the Cubs. You know what I'm saying?
Easy pickings.
Yeah.
I mean-
Oakland.
Reds scraped us.
Yeah. So they've already played almost 18 to 20 games against those teams already. And you know, we see what their record is. Yankees have only played maybe 10 of those games. We still got 18 left. Wow. Tampa probably only has like 12 or 10 left against those type of teams so far that we see. So it's understandable why they've come up to this. Shit, Boston has actually played none of those teams so far, and they've already ahead of the Yankees.
Yeah.
You know? Yankees is just playing Tampa this series right now. They actually took the first game. Shout out to Rizzo, that big 2-run home run in the 8th inning. Gave us the lead 6-5. And top of the ninth, you know, we close it out and we're able to take the first game against Tampa, who's been smacking us. You know what I'm saying? They've had some big games against us. Wow.
Yeah, it's tough with them, man. Like, I mean, also, who knows? You know, like how it's going to look later on in the season. You know, like they can completely fold, and implode. You never know. But yeah, when it comes down to the teams that you named, yeah, I can see them dominating. You know, especially if you have a lot of repeats on the series, and the teams that you have on the lineup, you pretty much, you know, somehow just match up well against. You know what I mean? Like you could look really fucking good and then hit real competition and completely fold over from it. You know?
Yeah.
So who knows? You know?
Well, we've actually took the first 2 games. We won yesterday 9-8 on a come from behind. But we're now losing today in the middle of the 6th. It's about to be the bottom of the 6th we do up, but we're losing 8-4 already. We're playing 4 games against Tampa. So if we could win this series, that's big. A sweep would be amazing. Bring them back down to earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, then we play 4 against Toronto, who's in our division. So we had this little 8-game stretch of divisional games where it's like it's going to make a factor not only in the standings but with
that's big.
you know wild card implications and everything like that. Because right now we even like a game or 2 out of the wild card, even though we're above 500. But like our whole division except for us is like in the playoffs right now. Like it's crazy. The AL East is big, but like I said, in terms of those games played and who your opponents are early, there is still some time to see, you know, more reality within the standings of what teams are, you know, and not just so crazy in terms of what Tampa started out with during the season.
Absolutely.
In the beginning,
you gotta take it. You gotta take it. You can't just look at the numbers. All right, you have to take the whole spectrum of information in. All right, to assess a team, or better yet, the danger level of a team. I don't view Tampa as a crazy dangerous team because, like exactly like you said, it's the fucking Cubs, it's the Reds. You know, like if they have repeats on those series and they're just fucking winning them, then yeah, they're gonna have the best fucking record in the league. That's just the way that schedules work, you know. And then they have a long stretch of games where they're playing dangerous squads. Then it becomes a different story, you know. Like who fucking knows, man? Like shit might change up real quick.
No, it might, and I think that's what it's gonna be. And I think that's one thing about the Yankees and their history, at least more of their history of my life and whatnot, is that the season was never a question in April and May.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? This is not the time for Yankee fans to really have to panic or like worry like where we're at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
let us be, July going into August, at or below 500. You know what I'm saying? Big
Yeah.
injuries, shit like that.
So
you know what I'm
also,
saying?
yeah, your division in
Then
general.
then we could be like, all right, we probably not gonna make it this year. We in question. We gotta go on a crazy run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
We
yeah,
gotta beat
you
teams.
Well, I know you brought it up last episode, but yeah, your division is way more dangerous than it's been in a while.
Mm-hmm. Because I mean, Boston was supposed to be in last.
Yeah.
And they got a better record than us right about now. But this little stretch, like I said, of playing Tampa and Toronto is going to help us. They're both teams that are ahead of us. Toronto is on the come up. Like they're not a team to play with. Tampa, we see what they are, but like I said, we've had come from behind victories both these days, and we got these W's. We're losing right now 8-4, even though it's the bottom of the sixth. Still some time left, obviously, because it's baseball. There's no like shot clock or something, but you know what I'm saying? So anything can happen. They could easily come back, and we could take this W again and go for 3, which would be big for the psyche and turning it around for the Yankees. If that happens and we're able to sweep Tampa and win the series against Toronto, this will look back at this week right here as a changing point for the Yankees in the season. We'll go back to it and do that. Florida in the building. What's good, my G? It's good, Johnny. Now let's get to the Mets. Yeah, I see. Now I've been looking at some of the games. One is like, y'all haven't won really a series in a while, and that's what it comes down to in terms of.
I like that one more.
Huh?
I like that one more.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I remember used to go like that, or like, you know what I'm saying? Those are the old ones.
Yeah.
Like school shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to do shit like that because I was cool like that. That's that hyper shit I was talking about early in the show. But back to the Mets and shit like that. Them niggas is like, Scherzer had gotten the sticky stuff shit or whatever. He got suspended. He came back, but then he's still battling injury. So it's looking like, even though he's
he got a sticky
injury.
stuff, dumb sticky stuff suspension, even though there was no sticky stuff, and it's known that it was resin, but because he got kicked out of the game for a resin problem, even though he washed his hands in front of a official
with alcohol.
All right, still had to go with the 10-game suspension because that's just in the rules that you have to get suspended for 10 games if you get kicked out for fucking sticky substances. All right, and then comes back, gets fucking hurt. All right. And then you have Verlander not even back yet. Like you couldn't wait. It kind of sucks, man.
Yeah. No, I know. Even though Verlander, since he's come back, he's actually been pretty good. So that's
I know that, but like you couldn't. I would like them together. That's what I'm talking about. Like about in the sequence of like.
I agree.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. What I'm trying to say is just these are the problems that there have been. Nothing has been able so far to fall in line for the Mets.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's nothing of really their fault. It just happened to be this chance like that. This is a $350 million team.
Mm-hmm.
This is not your whack players just sitting there chilling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Mets got a squad on paper when you see it.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, there has to be a way for you to like marginalize what it was from last year to this year, because now we're seeing like a player like Starlin Marte, who was killing last year, and he's not really hitting too much.
Yep.
Then we have another one like, I don't know. Nimmo's been pretty good, and Alonso been pretty good, and Lindor been pretty good. Those three are probably the only three that have been pretty good, but everybody else is hitting below
their averages,
what their shit was last year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's kind
of a lot of underperformance on the squad.
Yeah,
and we
big time.
When it comes down to the money that we've spent on the squad, like it's pretty. we talked about like over succeeding, under succeeding. Right now, it's more or less disappointing, not achieving, like kind of underachieving. Like fuck you, like what are you doing? You're shit in the bed right now. You're kind of scaring me as a Mets fan, because you are right. It's almost summer, and I would like to be comfortable with saying like it's nothing to worry about, but in a division that has the fucking Braves and the Phillies in it, and like you never know what the fuck can happen in our division. Like too many strong fucking teams in our division not to worry about this shit.
Right.
I'm not I'm not trying to be that that team. Like be the most expensive bums in the fucking league. Like ain't happening, bro. Not fucking happening. Get your shit together.
Yep. Because right now, I got a 4-game set against Washington, which right now is a split. Y'all won the first game. They won the second game. Both scores 3-2. Y'all play today at 4:30, and then y'all got a game tomorrow at 4:05. But then you're going a 3-game set with Tampa, 3 with Cleveland. Like those are 2 good teams.
Yo, maybe
3 against the Cubs. The Cubs is trash. The Rockies is trash.
Maybe we could get you those L's for that you want.
What else?
For Tampa.
Oh yeah, that'll help.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? That'll help. I'll be happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what it's looking like for the Mets and the Yankees right now. And I mean, one thing about baseball is like it's a real long season. We're probably approaching now. What, the 40 game? Let's see what's the standings. 19 and 21. Yeah, so that's 40 games literally. So we're at the 40 game mark of a 162 game season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's still a lot of time left, obviously. 120 fucking games. Yeah. There's that stat that I told you about in kind of like more or less that you win 60 and lose 60 automatically.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So most teams on average is going to win 60 games and lose 60 games, throughout the season. It's those numbers in between those games in between that's really going to shape the season and shape who you are as a team.
Facts. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm. And
so
that
the little
makes
things
a
are the big
difference.
things.
Yeah. Yep. Because if out of those 60 games you can win 45, that's different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's different. And when we look at the season, the Braves is killing, but then the Phillies is only 1 game above 500. Y'all 2 games below.
I know, but
so it's still close.
The Phillies are always the bane of the Mets' existence, where they always sneak in and end up somehow.
Yeah, only the Braves and the Dodgers. With the Dodgers 25 and 15, Braves 25 and 14 as the best records. But all the other teams are really, just there, Diamondbacks 22 and 18, Pirates 21 and 19, Philly 20 and 19, and y'all 19 and 21. So it's like
a lot of balance.
No, it's all reachable. What I'm saying about is it's just, you win a couple of games, you get to play the opportunity to play these teams. Like they're gonna play the Cubs. They're playing the Nationals right now, who are 17 and 22.
Yeah.
They're below them, so they probably gotta. Oh, calling. Let's get it.
You live with the Jones Hour.
Yo,
who's speaking?
What's good?
State your name.
Yo, man, I want to talk about all these teams, man.
Sir.
Hey.
Sir, I need you to state your name first and you're
And
the
where
reason
you from,
and
yo?
where you from.
All right, yo. This the guy, man. I'm located out here in Tampa right now.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
It's
I'm a
good.
diehard Giants fan,
G-Man.
diehard Knicks fan, diehard Yankees
Knicks.
fan, diehard Rangers fan.
There you go.
I've
Okay.
been down here for 8 years, but I ain't switching up. The only thing I'm gonna switch up is my underwear, man.
Hey.
You know what I mean? They've been trying to recruit me, but I don't fall for the okie doke.
Nah, yeah. New York all day. Johnny, what's good, baby?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Jones?
What's poppin'?
Hey, Jones, my brother. What's going
good?
on?
I'm chilling, man. We in the building. So what you want to talk about? What's these teams, man?
We need to get rid of Randall.
We need to get rid of Randall. We said that. Yes.
We need to get rid of Randall, man.
Yes.
Me and Jones both agree on that
yes.
one right there.
Uh-huh.
Is there a specific reason why? And if there like
he's a bum.
and
He's a bum.
and what do you
He's
want?
a bum.
What can you see us getting for Randall?
Honestly, man, we got to put in some work right now, man. As far as we need to give up at least 4 people and a pick, man, in order to get somebody good out there, man.
I mean, Randall's all NBA. He's a 2-time All-Star. He just came out of the All-Star game this year. He was an All-Star this year. So I mean, his price tag could be pretty high too.
That's the only reason why is because everybody else, man, was hurt.
Facts.
Yep.
Facts.
Now that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So he got lucky. If certain people wasn't hurt, he wouldn't have made that All-Star list.
You all right?
Nah,
you know
man,
what I mean?
I feel you. But I mean, nah, let's be real.
He's
You know what it is?
still an All-Star on paper, though.
No. You know what it is, man? Is that he's a regular season player, bro. He gave you 25 and 10. He was doing that all season, bro. We can't take nothing from him all season. He was doing 25 and 10. And that's why he was able to do that. But
he's come through, you know what I'm saying? But when we really needed him, he wasn't there, man.
Nah.
RJ Barrett. He played like a sissy, man. He played soft all game, man. The whole series, he played soft. He had a quiet 26 points. And I didn't even realize it. I'm like, where at? What was he doing? But I realized he got it from the foul line.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We need dominant players, man. We don't have, besides Brunson, man, we don't have a solid dominant player, man. Brunson need help. He need a big man.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Robinson, cool. He good for blocks and whatnot. I was shocked he made 2 free throws back to back.
I was hyped. Oh my god. When he hit those, I was so hyped. I was like, yes, motherfucker, yes.
he went in the back like, yo, they ain't gonna talk about me, man. I did what I had to do.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? All eyes was on your boy, man. On RJ and what's the name, man?
Randall.
Because because they didn't come through, man.
Yeah, RJ, man, he got his pocket picked. Kyle Lowry picked his pocket clean on the baseline, son. Clean on the baseline. I was like, oh my God. When I see that, I was like, how you lose that? How you get the ball stolen right there, dog? Like, oh my God.
Would have changed the difference in the game if he
Bro,
if
if I would have got my pocket picked like that, I probably would have tripped him right after. Yeah. Like, oh, you motherfucker. Like, I would have stuck my foot out. Like, what?
Where you going?
Yeah, you don't pick my pocket like that and be out there. Hell no. Hell yeah. Son.
He turned around and looked like, oh my God, did he just rob me?
Word.
That's the kind of look. He just looked like he just got robbed.
Stripped him. Left him in his drawers. Took his sneakers and everything.
I need Philly to win.
Oh, I'm going Boston.
I hate that. No. Look,
well, you used to live in Philly. It's different. I visited you in Philly.
Listen, man.
Shout out to Club Oasis.
Listen.
I fucks with Philly in general, but
that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Philly.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Philly.
Shout out to Philly. No, I
second
fuck with Philly.
favorite. I fucks with Philly hard.
Yeah,
but I'm going Celtics tonight.
I'm going Celtics. Yeah. I'm going Tatum. Tatum is a dookie. Tatum is a dookie. I mean, I think y'all got Seth Curry. Y'all got Seth Curry.
Listen, I ain't man. How y'all gonna swing? If anybody, man, y'all should be swinging south. Don't go north.
Nah, I'm not. I for me personally, it's like fuck both places. Like I really can't. I hate Eagles fans. Oh my God, they're some of the most fucking obnoxious people in the world.
Now, granted, I take that. I accept that because I can't stand nobody in our division.
Yeah, that's why it's like I can't really root for the Sixers. I like the uniforms back in the day. I like that warm up, that white with the blue stars and the red. Oh my God, that Sixers.
Yeah.
Oh man, that shit's so sweet.
This is my feeling.
I need those shorts. I want that.
As far as Boston is concerned, I hate Boston. Hate their football team. Definitely hate their baseball team.
Nah, me too.
I hate everything about Boston. I even hate Boston clam chowder.
Me too. It's New England
You
clam
know what I
chowder,
mean?
and I hate that shit too.
For real, yo.
Yeah, I hate that, and I hate fucking
Yeah.
only thing I fuck with is like the Boston Market. They got some good chicken. I can't front. Like Boston Market got good chicken. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yeah, they
sleep.
do.
The
They
cornbread's
do.
not
Like
good.
the cornbread is good too. Like I'm not fronting on them. And maybe a Boston cream
Market, they
donut.
get a pass.
Close.
Yeah.
But fuck the Boston cream pie, the Boston
Nah.
tea party, fuck
Well,
it
yeah,
all.
fuck Boston Tea Party. Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Boston cream
You know
donuts
what I
are
mean?
hell.
Word.
You know, who else? Who else? I think LeBron and them is gonna take it, man.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we said the same thing.
And Denver's a solid team, but LeBron's in beast mode.
Yeah, we said the same thing. We just was like, yo, if Jokic do win, that boy's the best right now. Ain't nobody better than him in the league.
Yeah.
No way.
If
No way.
yeah,
You beat LeBron and AD and the Lakers. It's you
in the back.
basically dropping a triple-double almost every game and just dominating people. Because, I mean, he's a beast, bro. The dude is
38
like
years old, out there doing his thing, man.
he's like 7'1" through 290.
If Jokic shuts down LeBron in this series, it's a check it in, bro. Like sign it in. It's done. All right, the dude's winning the championship. Like nothing's gonna stop him. Jokic is winning the fucking chip. You know, if he wins this series, you know.
Jokic is scared right now. He is pissed off that he even has to face LeBron.
I mean,
He's a little scared. He might be. I don't know if he's a little scared. I think he knew what time it was. It's LeBron. You're gonna have to pay one crazy team if you really want to go to the finals.
Put LeBron to bed, bro.
You know why that's a problem for him?
Silently
because
do it.
He's trying to figure out how they gonna stop him and Mr. Eyebrow together. AD.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said. I mean,
they could
Lakers
do
is
that.
probably
though.
gonna win, but if he's able to beat them and still take
I was
series, that's over.
I think LA in 5.
I don't, yeah, I not even, bro.
I can see that.
I see Nugs winning the series in 6.
Wow.
Straight off the bat, Jamal Murray playing out of his fucking mind
Jamal
right now.
Murray. That's the person we forgot about.
Fucking Jokic playing out of his fucking mind right now. All right, Eric Gordon finally turning up. All right, fucking Porter Jr. fucking turn it up. All right, if everything works, this fucking team is fucking looks so good, you know. And you brought up KCP as well. KCP, if he's fucking act like that's your role play. That's your energy dude right there.
Nah, he's nice.
You
He be
know?
banging shots, bro.
I know,
shots,
but
bro.
he's still the
He hits
energy dude.
shots.
Like he's still like the grabbing the fucking.
I think he got a bubble ring.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, he got a bubble ring.
Yeah, they all that squad's so dangerous, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the pieces that they got.
We see what's gonna happen. Johnny, what else, man? Before we have to cut you off, man.
That's pretty much it. That homeboy on the Mets with the resin.
Oh
that's
yeah, sure.
That's because he was in the dugout rolling up. Yo.
Oh,
that's where that came from, yo. You know what I'm saying? That was.
Wait.
You know what I mean? He was getting prepared
on this, man.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, but I love you, fellas, man. I
Much
love
love.
listening to y'all. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing.
Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you checking
you
in,
already
man.
know.
Love, dog.
I'll check in a couple days with y'all again.
Word.
All right, got you, bro.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for calling in, bro.
You already Florida in the building, man.
You're
but New York, real NYC, NY, BX. Stand up. Stand up. Later, bro. You already know. Hit us up 347-898-8914. Y'all live on the check-in IG. We live IG, YouTube every week. You already know the Jones Hour. If you miss out the live, you can always catch it on the playback, Spotify, Google, Amazon, Apple, and iHeartRadio. But you know we always want to love, so appreciate the call in. Florida in the building. We reaching. We fucking.
We got reach.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm talking about. Shit, we talking about.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I guess that was the end of the New York baseball report that we were seeing.
Yeah, all good, all good.
Mets and Yankees, still a lot of baseball left. I think that's the
That
bottom
wraps
line.
it up. Yeah.
I think that's the bottom line. Still a lot of baseball left. No need to panic just yet. We see how the schedules work out with the Yankees and the Mets. Man, they need players just to step up. They need to, start doing what they was doing last year. Play without that. It's 40 games in, man. You shouldn't have that much pressure on you just yet, man. Just out there, go out there, play ball, have fun. Kind of like cliche, but like it's kind of like what you need, man. Get back to the underlining of why you started to play baseball and shit like that. You're the fucking Mets, man.
Gel, enjoy your squad.
And I'm true diehard to the Yankees. You already know. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I'm trying to show you some love.
You have a huge point, bro.
You know what I'm
Huge
saying?
point.
Like, just play ball, man.
Yeah.
You getting paid to do what you do, man. Like, you guys let your talent speak for yourself. Just let the game come to you. Don't force it. You don't need a hit if you can
Enjoy
work
it.
a walk, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because you trying for that hit and you might just end up with a strikeout. You know what I'm saying? So, play the game. Let it come to you. You know what I'm saying? I think right now, before we end the show, I want to get into the picks of the week.
Picks of the week.
P was goody. P was goody. So this week's bets of the week is brought to you by the BetStamp app, which is helping thousands of people win at sports betting for free.
The same way travelers use Google Flights or Expedia to find the best price, bettors can now use BetStamp to do the same. When you place a bet, the odds given by a sportsbook will determine how much you could possibly win. Even when betting on the same outcome, different sportsbooks will offer varying payouts, and these differences can be huge.
Thankfully, BetStamp allows you to easily line shop for the most profitable odds across all sportsbooks. You can click on any matchup and instantly see all the different odds for game lines, player props, and even future spreads. Line shopping is the simplest way to find an edge in sports betting and maximize your chances of winning long term. On average, BetStamp users win an extra $1,000 yearly just by line shopping.
You can find the BetStamp app on Apple iOS Store, the Google Play Store, or through your browser at www.betstamp.app. That's www.betstamp.app. To access all these benefits, sign up using promo code JonesHour. That's Jones Hour. Not the Jones Hour, but Jones Hour. And start your journey to successful sports betting today. If you forget to use a code upon sign up, you can always enter your code in the BetStamp account settings afterwards. Check it out. All right, so what do we got bet-wise, man? What's the spread? What's the parlay?
Yeah,
what's
I'm going through it right now. Through my BetStamp app. I'm checking out the numbers.
Is this picks for today, or are we going?
This
for
is for today.
One? Okay.
This is for today. So I'm gonna get a little. Let me see what these two look like. I'm looking at the Mets in Washington right now.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm looking at a Mets win. I want to put my money on the Mets.
Fuck the Nats.
And I'm seeing Caesars is looking like to give me the best odds for that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take Caesars. Oh no, wait, not Caesars. Give me a second. Let me go back. FanDuel, because it's giving me all the odds. And now I'm gonna go back to the baseball.
What else do we got?
Oh, I got it right
Game-wise
here.
today.
Well, games left. We got Oakland against Texas, San Fran against Arizona, San Diego versus the Dodgers, which is going to be a good game. St. Louis and Boston, and the Mets in Washington. I'm going to look at that Boston series. I'm probably going to pick Boston as well. Boston.
Okay, so we got Boston. We got the Mets.
Yeah. That too bad. It's a plus 208. Guaranteed. Calling to you. I'm calling it right now.
Got you.
Plus, you bet $10, you're going to win $20. $20.83 to be exact. Shout out 83, my born year. So that's how true it is. You feel what I'm saying?
You know it's a definite right now.
You know, it's a bet.
It's meant to be.
I'm putting it in right now on FanDuel.
Thank you
But
for that 83.
if you don't got FanDuel,
that's God speaking right there.
let's see. WinBet is giving this bet at plus 211, even more. Bet Rivers giving this bet at plus 203. WinBet is also plus 211.
Okay.
You know, so that's the thing about the bet stamp. So like, if you're gonna really be in this betting thing, man, get those apps. Get that. You could go get the bet stamp app. Put the Jones Hour profile promo code in. Link straight to like, oh, you want to get WinBet, you want to get Bet MGM, you want to get.
You'll see all of our bets.
Yeah, not only will you see all our bets, but you'll be able to get links straight to those apps and download them to your phone immediately.
You'd be able to play the same exact game that we're playing. All right, we're winning. All right, we're winning the best possible amount of money, and we're doing it through BetStamp.
I have money in all of these accounts. This is not no bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm here. So I got the WinBet. The WinBet is the plus 211. That's more than the other one. So I'm gonna play the WinBet instead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the way to do it.
The other one was 2083. This one is 2108. I'm gonna win.
Why not?
It makes an extra.
Why not make more money?
What is that? 8 and 17. What's that? 25. I
placing-
made an
you're
extra
placing-
quarter.
You're placing
A whole extra quarter I'm making on that. That's for the laundry.
Yeah.
Act like you don't do laundry, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's for the laundry.
Act like you can't pay. You're not paying.
Obviously,
for your
it's all
parking
over
in
the
your quarters.
world. You know, laundry is different in different places. Sometimes it's the little card thing, but you know what? It's a quarter in my hood, and that's for the dryer, and you get 7 minutes. That's what I need.
It either lives in the laundromat or lives in your car.
Yeah.
Either or, the quarters are needed. All right.
Yeah.
Every penny counts. Every cent counts. All right.
Yeah.
When it comes down to the sports betting shit, if you're going to be betting the same amount of money, it makes sense to go use BetStamp to find your best possible odds. All right, and make the most money possible. All right. It just makes total sense. It would be stupid not to be doing.
You ain't here to add. On average, BetStamp users win an extra $1,000 yearly just by line shopping.
Facts.
You made an extra quarter today. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And there's no knock on any of the sportsbook because just because you had a bet today and WinBet was the one, doesn't mean tomorrow is not going to be Caesars or FanDuel or whatever it is.
That's just the way it works.
That's what it is, man. That's the way it works. We don't make the odds. We just follow the rules.
Yeah. That's the way that any game works in general. You move with inside of it, all right, to make the best possible amount of money, all right.
Thanks.
And it makes no sense for you to go, oh well, I only use FanDuel. I only use no. It's all the same thing, all right. It's different companies. They're doing the same thing and they're offering varying payouts. There's no reason for and some days, like you said, today is WinBet. We're gonna be placing our bet through WinBet, all right, and. Go get that WinBet. It's the same exact thing as you having FanDuel, as you having DraftKings. It's the same exact thing as those two. Like, there's no reason for you not to. You know, like you're given the same exact information. Like it's all the same game. You know, so go do
That's
it. Go
win WYNN.
Yeah, and go get that bet stamp. Use promo code Jones Hour.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So those are the picks today. I'm telling you, Boston and the Mets is gonna win. Boston going to beat St. Louis, and the Mets is going to beat Washington.
Putting that in the air right now.
You already. So to end the show, there's a little something trending that's been going on here that's been a topic of conversation in New York City.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And that is, I don't know if some of you have maybe seen the video, definitely may have heard of the story.
Yeah, and inform the listeners.
Yeah, but what happened was, the subway is real, man. It's a big part of what makes New York City move, and the reason why so much money is made here. People live where they live because of these accommodations within the subway.
Yeah.
Okay. But some African American individual was maybe acting out a little bit on the subway, and he was homeless. People stepped in and intervened. A Caucasian American former Marine, put said homeless individual into a chokehold to try to minimize the situation, like bring it down. You feel me? In doing so, took the man's life. He was arrested. He was questioned. He was released the same day, same night, whatever, next day, however you want to call it. For what we could see is murder. He killed somebody. They let him out. There was now this uptick in the city, like, where's the justice for this individual? Who cares if he's maybe a little mentally ill and homeless? He needs a voice. This person should pay for what he's done. You feel what I'm saying? The district attorney's office comes and says, you know, talking, he turns himself in, the guy, whose name is Daniel Penny, I believe. Turns himself in. And he's being accused of second-degree manslaughter, which is a minimum of like 6 months to a year and a half or some shit, with a maximum of 5 to 15, you know? And recently, after this whole thing has come out, some person, I would say, within the Daniel Penny, I don't know, fan club, camp, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, and I believe that charge is murder without attempt to kill.
No, it's manslaughter.
It's okay. All right.
It's definite manslaughter. There's no murder. Murder is premeditated.
Premeditated, exactly.
All premeditated, meaning you thought it up and went there with intention to kill. This guy wasn't on the train with intention to kill somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's seen the situation, seen what happened. He reacted off of the situation that was happening. If the guy was just not doing anything, minding his business, and he just came up to him and started choking him, I would assume that people would have stopped him and be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? But everybody was there like, nah, this guy's kind of violent and shit like that. And the problem with that, you know, that I don't want to say is the crazy part, is that the crazy part. I don't want to label this guy as crazy. I think we all have this bad habit of just like, oh, somebody's bugging, he's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you're just downplaying this thing. Like, he might really have issues and shit like that, or whatever it is. Or maybe he was just having a bad day, and that's what it was. And unfortunately, something triggered him on the train, and he was just like, man, fuck this, fuck you, and fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean he deserved to be choked out and killed and his life taken because of that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
and that's why I feel like there's some sort of justice that needs to be happening. Go ahead, before I continue.
Yeah, no, you are right. Like the same way that the gentleman that choked him out needs to be held accountable for his actions. So does everyone else in this, like in the city right now.
Well, at least that was on the train.
I believe in general that we're at a point that people aren't being held for their actions. People are able to just be assholes, straight up dicks, straight up harass people and get away with it because it's minor and petty. Okay. And it's not like it used to be. Like in New York City, even on the toughest times, I remember I ride the train every day. But I remember as a kid riding the train and someone like being an asshole on the train, being extra loud, harassing people, fucking with everyone. All right. And a gentleman, like, must have been in his 30s, 40s, do look like a goddamn linebacker, gets the fuck up and is like, hey! You know, completely stops the dude and is like, get the fuck off the train. You know, like, that doesn't exist anymore. You don't have that guy. And when stuff like this happens, all right, now that's gonna even happen less. No one's gonna do anything. All right, and now people are gonna be able to get fucked with, and it's gonna be like, you can't do shit about it, bitch. Why? Because then there's gonna be a goddamn process if you end up fucking me up. You know?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just the fact of it. You know, like I think we're at a weird space now where we can't say, our frustrations. We can't say this because then someone could be a victim, and then and then you look like a fucking dick. Like I think that you should be able to say, hey, we're at a weird space right now in the city. Like because that's exactly what it fucking is. Like we have cops that do absolutely nothing about small shit. All right, but are literally on the train just to bag people for jumping over the fucking turnstile.
Yeah,
like that's all they're there for. They don't give two shits about someone harassing someone, but they will give a care if someone's fucking jumping the turnstile and making they want to make that money.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So we're at a weird spot. Like it's fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
No,
it really is.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, like how you said, that person that would step up and stand up and like try to squash that shit. Now that person is standing there taking their phone out, trying to film this shit to go viral.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, oh, I posted this video. I'm the one that did it. I'm famous now.
Yeah.
I posted it.
Because back in the day, before you had the phone, all right, you had a fucking Walkman. You had some shit like that, and someone fucking coming on the fucking train, all right, and just making a bunch of noise and being an asshole. Fuck your whole swag up.
And the reality
fuck your day up.
I also want to point out before we really wrap this up is the shoe on the other foot, and it's fucking fucked up that it's 2023 and we live in a reality that race and color of your skin is still a factor in people, and we all realize it's just one race human.
Word.
And you're only a little bit darker than me, motherfucker, because your family had more melanin in your skin. That's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing about it.
This is New
York
City kid.
You was probably in the colder area. That's it, motherfucker. It's not like you're better than me because you're lighter or darker or whatever the fuck it is. It's fucking stupid. But we all know if that homeless person that got choked out was a white dude that was just a little mentally ill or whatever it might be, and a black former U.S. Marine came through and tried to say, hey, this is what I want to do. I just want to, calm him down, choke him out, fucked him up by mistake, and now took his life. Because I feel that we all know it wasn't intentional that he wanted to kill him. I think we could all agree with that. That's why the manslaughter charge is there. And that's why they're saying what they're saying. And he got $1.2 million raised for him in the fucking, in the GoFundMe or whatever the fuck this shit is called.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
to pay for his lawyer and shit like that. You knew motherfuckers were going to jump up after that.
Yeah,
1.2 million? Shit, I represent him. I'll do it right now. I don't even know no fucking law shit.
The narrative went from...
I'll do my homework tomorrow.
The narrative
1.2 million. I quit my job. I'm sorry. I can't deliver these packages. I have to do this research.
Yeah, to make it clear, the gentleman that ended up choking out the individual, a GoFundMe page was created in his benefit to get him a lawyer to help him out in this situation. Because yes, the narrative did quickly switch. It went from being delinquent man that was messing with people on the train, ends up getting choked by a gentleman to resuscitate him. To pretty much stop him, to subdue him, and then ends up killed the man. Yeah, and that was the narrative, and then it went from large protests like this is an outrage, blah blah blah, like something needs to be done, and yes, given. But at the same time, as soon as that happened, like the narrative switched to like, let's think about the man that was fucking with everyone on the fucking train.
Right.
Like I'm sorry, I don't want to make a fucking martyr out of a gentleman that was fucking with people on the fucking train.
Right.
I'm God bless him. God bless his family. I'm sorry for your loss. Seriously sorry for your loss. All right. But this man is not going to be a fucking martyr. I'm tired of making martyrs out of people that were straight up just delinquents and assholes. I'm sorry that they passed the fucking way, and maybe as well, all right, we could shine light on the fact that our shelters and our mental hospitals and all of those services since COVID have been on a low. All right. And they need to be started back up or paid more attention to, because there is a lot of people on the streets that need help. There's a lot of people on the train that need help. There's people that sleep on the train every day and live in the trains every day. Yeah. All right. And these people need to be helped and paid attention to and given, the love and care that they need. All right. And it's not like, let's throw them in a fucking hospital somewhere or whatever. Let's actually be progressive like we are. It's 2020 fucking something.
Mhm.
All right. But as well as being realistic and being New Yorkers about it. All right. Because like we could be a progressive and yet real fucking city and still deal with issues. We don't have to be a progressive and fake city about it. We don't have to fucking be progressive and be having a shitty city like San Francisco or fucking Seattle that has crazy fucking drug problems, but don't do nothing about it because they're too progressive about it. Like we need to actually fucking take care of people, fucking be smart about it and figure shit out, because this is not a problem between a white man and a black man. This is a problem that has to do with mental health in our fucking city.
Yeah, that's a big fact. That's a big point in terms of the mental health, because the reality is they've always needed help, and we've all not we. I mean, it's we because we live here, but the reality is the laws, the government has always just put them in jail.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was the answer. You go to jail.
Send them to Bellevue for the night.
Yeah.
They get out of Bellevue.
And that's
they get out of the mental ward or whatever. They watch them for the night and then they let them back on the streets and see them all over again the next day.
Mm-hmm. So maybe this is the start of what needs to be done to actually help the city. Because and let it be a blueprint for around the country and maybe even the world, because obviously poverty is all over the place, but these type of things happen every day, just like some songs say. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And if it's not in New York, it's in Chicago, it's in Detroit, it's in Tampa, it's in Dallas, Houston, fucking Albuquerque. It's everywhere. I could go from all big city to everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland, everything. You can go to every big city in every state, because every state got big cities, and it's like that.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
You're right.
So we'll see what's gonna happen with this whole situation. But I just wanted to speak about it a little bit, only for the mere fact of, like, unfortunately, that same race analogy of the shoe on the other foot. We know what the outcome is. This is the situation. I'm not saying he's a murderer. He definitely did take someone's life. Unfortunately, that leads to jail time, bro.
Yeah, like
I get, like, I'm not saying you should be in there for 15. Like, you don't deserve 15 for that, but
no, give him the 6 months to a year.
Yeah,
like
a year or the 3 months.
Yeah,
like a year to 3. You know what I'm saying? You do 1 full year, maybe you could get out 6 months after that on some good fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And then that's it.
You can't just be willy-nilly superhero fucking
you
choking
wasn't
people
a
out on the
superhero.
street.
Yeah, you didn't do nothing. You didn't save nobody, bro. You didn't save nobody.
But you know what I'm saying?
No, exactly.
We can't contradict ourselves and say this a man needs to be held accountable. People need to be held accountable for their fucking actions, and then not say that this man that choked this fucking dude out needs to be doesn't need to be held accountable for his shit. No, of course he needs to be held accountable for his shit too. He fucking murdered someone.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Word up. But you see here in the Jones Hour, man, we talk all of that shit. I know we do a lot of sports, and I know we get into a lot of music, and I know, we have these little segments which we'll be bringing back real soon, from the Blunt Year to the Love Jones to the Top 5 to the Gladiator to Jones Quiz to all of the other shits. You know what I'm saying? But we're always going to talk about the shit that's trending and what's going on and what matters to us in our lives daily, and that what we're going to have an opinion on. Whether you want to fuck with it or not, it's cool. If we spark one conversation between minds, that's what we really like to have. And not only that, man, this is why we open the phone line. This is why we go live, for you to interact with us. You know what I'm saying? Let us know where you're from. Let us know where you at. Let us know how you feel.
And we're sorry.
You're entitled to that. And
we apologize if we don't get back to you on the chats. All right.
Mm-hmm.
If you do, we do appreciate though. If you do call in, if you got something to say, something to ask, call us up.
Male or female, it don't matter.
Phone numbers on our lives.
It's gonna be pinned.
It's always gonna be pinned.
It might not be the same number every time, but it's definitely pinned every time.
You know where to call.
All right, another one racked up in the books.
Yes, sir.
Jones out.
109.
And acid.
Your phone trying to get you? Hello? Hello? Hey. Thank you. What's going on? Hello?
Oh, all right.